Hello, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing. I always have to look every single time. Sunday. Oh, man, I thought today was Monday. Wow. Oh, I hope you're having an amazing Sunday, March 17th at 8:30 p.m. CST. I should have waited to start the stream. In all honesty, apologies. I realized I still had to watch the lesson video, so originally it was going to be at 8:45, and I was like, you know what? We could do it earlier, but I don't have any music going for myself, and I had to completely redo one of my scenes because I deleted some stuff, and it wasn't as easy as just quickly fixing it. So we're gonna wait here for a second while I get some stuff up. We'll pick this. There, wonderful. Ooh, awesome. Okay. That didn't mess up anything on here. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you're all genuinely having an amazing Sunday. Today we're gonna get started with some fun stuff. We're gonna be doing the hibiscus. I want to call it the hibiscus, but hibiscus. We'll be doing the hibiscus demo today. Let's pop over to our cam chat, but first I need to set that timer. There we go. Oh, wrong timer. I try being sneaky with it, and I try being all professional, but it doesn't really work out. Anyways, yeah, and we're reusing some of the paper that we most definitely wasted yesterday. Anyways, yeah, so I would be lying if I didn't say that I've been just studying all day. And when I mean all day, I woke up at 7:30, got breakfast, came back at 8, and I've been in my room since. Talked to my roommate for a tiny bit, but that's just kind of been it. Also, I've been noticing I get quieter during streams, and so we're gonna turn myself up, actually. I'm gonna add a filter. I just started the timer. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Where's that? I don't want to know. Oh, gain. I already have it on here. Oh, I have a -1. Stop that. Let's do 1. Okay. I may peek. Oh, I'm constantly peeking. Okay, let's just not do that. Just no more. How about that? 0. We'll be happy with what we have. Awesome stuff. Okay, if I get too loud, please shout in chat. Anyways. Yeah, so get started with our warm-up here, and then I also want to just make a comment about last stream about how many attempts. I mean, I think the outcome was great. There's way too many attempts, so I actually have a notepad open right now because I had to like individually write the script for lesson 2 for my script for my lesson 2 critique video. You know, I had to like rewatch a lot of my videos, live streams, I should say, and stuff like that to remember like most of my critiques and little insights that I had. But now I'm gonna make sure I start writing them down as I go. Like every so often I remember some things that helped me with lesson 2. And also Rise very, very kindly gave some great advice, which was at the beginning of the video put a disclaimer telling people that you don't have to instantly understand everything with lesson 2. Lesson 2 is extremely difficult and by proxy a really big kind of crazy filter for people doing Drawbox, and not this is a bad filter or anything like that, but it definitely discourages a lot of people. I should say that. Yeah, it's not even a filter. It's pretty unbiased. So yeah, it scares a lot of people, but power through. It's definitely worth it. I don't know why I'm doing this angle. That was quite ridiculous. We're gonna get back at it today. We're gonna do our best, and our camera's going to unfocus as per usual. Let's see, let's go to the cam chat. I feel like I just need to get a button at this point. What's the purpose of it being automatic, you know? Oh, I can't do this with my left hand. Oh, geez. There we go. Better go to 4 or 5 in there. Nope, okay, won't let me type it in. Great. There we go. We'll just lock it in at that for a bit. Yeah, I studied for about 8 hours today, and I was hoping to get maybe 1 more in because I was actually making some really good traction today. I'm very proud of how fast and how quickly I locked in after spring break, and I'm not really having any focusing issues or stuff like that, which has happened in the past. I do. One thing I really regret over the break is I wish I went to the gym more. I only went to like a half as much, and I mean, I get it, it's spring break, but I actually enjoy the gym. It's not work to me, so I wish I went more. However, we do get to return tomorrow, so I'm very happy about that. I do have to figure out going to a gym this. I've never been to a gym besides my school gyms, and so I do need to figure that out once I go back to my hometown and work over the summer. Because Not that I've like lost. In fact, I have a home gym that I usually use, but I feel like literally just showing up to a gym makes me work a tiny bit harder. I couldn't tell you why, but I feel like my results are much better. And plus, then again, I bike a lot when I'm on campus and I walk a lot more. I think I average around like 7 to 11K steps every day when I'm at college. Oh, I smeared that. Wow, I felt that one. Jeez. Okay, let's start doing some more dynamic boxes in our warm-ups. We've kind of not mastered it all, but we've gotten better at these simpler ones. So, also for those who are watching, I see that there's one person in here. Special thank you to all the people who've subscribed recently. Like we've seen a pretty like a big like I think 3 or 5 subscriber jump as of recent. So thank you guys so much. Supporting this content will hopefully get it to more people. And I don't necessarily care for viewers. I mean, you know, there's that like greedy monkey brain part of me who's like, yes, more numbers, more stuff like that. But you know, the real reason I'm doing this is because I want people to do something that they love. And to add to that, I actually am kind of like scared of a lot of viewers. I don't really care about the YouTube videos, but like being live in front of people, a lot of people, that's intimidating. Not that I have like stage fright or anything, just oh, that many people. I have 2 moderators, but yeah, I can't, they're not hired, you know, they're here on their own leisure and I'd like to keep it that way. Oh my gosh, if this ever results in me having to do a Discord, I could not. We're gonna do a branch. Very, very big branch. We're gonna be doing some smaller ellipses for this. Okay, yep. I need to get a duster as soon as possible. It's everywhere. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is one big thing. And you know, I'm gonna write it down real quick. We're gonna take a second, we're gonna pause. I'm gonna write down this critique for the branches. This I would consider part 1, lesson 1, part 1, which is, oh my goodness, where's the Drawbox website? Technical exercises. Technical exercises, there we go. Specifically for the branches. And the main thing we want to say, didn't even do that. Why is it making me, no, I don't want to, stop it. There we go. Interesting. What I hate formatting sometimes, okay. What? Stop. This is ridiculously annoying and I apologize. Okay, no, that's not what we want. Come on. Okay, that's also not what I want. What in the world is going on? This is some really ridiculous formatting issues. Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked. What? Anyways, yeah, major critique we want to put here is while drawing, don't just do a pattern, can't spell, pattern of ellipses, ellipses? I don't know. Or randomly change the degree. Be thoughtful of how this object turns through space. And I'm just going to put a general critique under this too, is lesson 3 gives you a lot of freedom. Don't just copy or do these things mindlessly. I'm not gonna say lesson 3 is easier, but it's definitely a tiny bit more. It's less punishing than lesson 2. I'd say it's less. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So this one, we're gonna say it's facing really towards us, and then it's going right here, so it's gonna decrease in the degree right here. Really decrease right here. So this is kind of that plane. So open, really open, less open, flat, more open, more open. Cool. So this is about 45% open. So 45% degree. We'll stop talking, slow down, and make sure to start our timer. Just realized. Excellent. That was really good. A bit smaller of a degree than I would like, but we can make it work. So yeah, the degree right here is going to be really large. So we're going to try to make that happen. Cool. Then we're going to kind of repeat that, maybe a tiny bit smaller right here, but it's going to be about the same. Very, very good. Okay, and then we're going to decrease it right here. Yeah. Oops. Kavel number 1, glad to see you here, Delano. Hope your math is going well. Saw your work in the chat today. I'm so glad you're back at it. Hopefully you got some good drawing in, and with that some relaxation, hopefully. Because drawing can be so peaceful when you have uncomfy breathing down your neck. Pause. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Back on the grind. No, how about you take another break? I think you need it. I need to catch up. I mean, we're catching up, slow but smooth. In fact, I would say I'm the closest I've been since my lesson 2 shenanigans. But yeah, take another break. You know, draw some 50% for a while. Take a good week or two of 50%. I think you should do. Yeah, very glad to see you back in it. What would I do without my greatest rival? Cool beans. Okay, that was a bit too open, but we'll be fine right there. And then finally, we're gonna have a really open one right here. Definitely catching up to me. You've been blazing through lesson 3. I really, really, really love it. You were right. In fact, I need to go back to our messages when we were first talking about it, because I really enjoy it. Despite my little mistake, you weren't there for the stream yesterday, I don't think. I made some questionable decisions, which we're not going to repeat. It is much more rewarding than lesson 2. I'm not going to say it's a lot easier. I'd say maybe it's a tiny bit. Actually, I don't know. I think easier is just the wrong word. It's more approachable. Yeah, there we go. It's more approachable than lesson 2, and it's more rewarding than lesson 2. Because lesson 2, you have like a sausage form with some textures and meh. This one, there's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of fluidity, a lot of freedom with it. So I like that a lot. Whoa, whoa. I just realized, okay, you know what? I have, Delano, I'm going to both combine some of the songs in your amazing playlist that you've made for this stream. And I also want to add ambience to it. I want to add like little crickets or things. Because I'm listening to like a Minecraft ambience thing right now with C418 music in the background. I absolutely love it a lot. So I think I'm going to combine these things because I love the peacefulness. And it's spring right now. Oh my gosh. Pausing. I walked outside after the rain, and like everything was so green. It still had a lot of the storm clouds, but the sunset was breaking through, and the storm was over. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. That's one of my favorite moments in the springs, is when the storm has just finished, and it didn't completely tear down trees and stuff, but leaves are strewn about. There's still dew on everything, and it's sunset. I love it. That is like one of my favorite spring things. Spring is definitely my favorite season. I will fight anybody on that. Anyways, it's lesson 2. Yeah, it's like that. But yeah, I love it a lot. And I'm really excited. I'm not sure when I'll do this because, like I said, I have 2 exams and a quiz worth 5 points of my total grade this week. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, speaking of some sad news for the Kavel enjoyers out there, I'm not focusing, am I? Maybe this one it'd be easier to approach this way. Oof, wow, what did I do right there? I was probably talking a lot. Is we will not be streaming Monday, so tomorrow, Monday. I like spring a lot too. It's usually nice weather. Same here. We will not be streaming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. In fact, I may surprise. We're just gonna say for now Tuesday I'm not streaming. I may surprise you guys, but just plan for the next 3 days. Cav will not be streaming. That was okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, because I realized I didn't have a break last week. Actually, I did have like a 2-day break when I was building my PC. Whatever. But yeah, I don't want to burn myself out, and I think it's about due time. So we'll see what happens. Okay, flung it a tiny bit too much, but I think we could survive off of that. Remember, slow and steady for the branches. That's the goal. That was okay, a bit too wobbly right there, but I think that sets us up to be good for over here. Hidden stream at a random time. Yeah, no, we're gonna have a invite-only stream. Kavel after hours. I don't even know what that entails, but maybe I'll cuss. Maybe I'll say the F word, guys. Oh no. It's like the Adult Swim of Kavel. Oh wow, what was I doing there? Okay. We're a bit tense. I need to loosen up. I always draw better whenever I'm very relaxed, or sometimes ironically very tired. Because my body just, yeah. Nice. Not totally nice. I retract that statement. Ooh, flung too far again. It's always these sharp curves that kill me. I think I said those exact same words verbatim yesterday as well. Okay, this one's gonna be quite difficult. Yep, oof. Okay, maybe slowing down. I've gained a lot of control over my muscles whenever I do this, so slowing down probably isn't... Never mind, okay, oof, that was tough. I'm gonna do another branch even though we're over time. I think we're gonna do that. War warm-up can't hurt. You know what, let's do a little bit of this action. Remember, we want to draw out and away from ourselves, but given the circumstance, I'll just do this. So it's going to be a bit towards, but that's okay. Pretty steep turn. Ugh. It's crazy how far we've come. The end of Drawbox is coming sooner or later, for sure. I mean, we gotta find the message that we shared. I think it was in lesson 1. Yeah, it had to be. Where I was asking for critique. I think it was either me or you asking. I think it was me asking for critique because I do that a lot. And I think you like DM'd and you're like, what was it? Just like, I can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah. I wonder what assignment it was on for tips. Probably the rotated boxes in perspective. Yeah. Oh, seems like one of my roommates is back. I hear laughing. It's just been me in the apartment, and then one of my roommates came back earlier today, and so it seems like another is back. This is great seeing them after the break. Oh, we didn't really think of what this is doing in perspective. I think this should have been a smaller degree, so just for funsies, we're gonna make this a wider degree. Decent line work right there. You made, yes, you did. Oh yes, the boxes. I needed help with the boxes. I was obsessed with boxes for a while. I had no idea what was going on. Thank you again. Very glad we made that connection. I mean, now we're streaming. Like, what in the world happened? Do you think I'll stream long enough for people to be able to say I miss the old Cav? I miss the old Germa. I miss the old Game Grumps. Losing a lot of control. Thankfully, there won't be... Actually, no. There's the... I looked it up, the anatomy of the hibiscus. It's not the pistil. Actually, the pistil is the name of the entire thing, but specifically, it's called the style. That's the thing that Uncomfy was talking about. Oop. Yeah, looking back, probably didn't even think you would be streaming. Yeah, I missed the old Kavel when his raps were respectable and he had a message to them. I miss the old Kanye. It's the bull Kanye. Yeah, okay, I give up on this. This is... No, that is not me to say. Give up. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, maybe I should have given up. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, it's okay. Not sure if you can hear my roommates laughing. Let me know if you can. I do have a noise gate, but yeah, I don't know. This mic is really sensitive. I mean, I'm talking into a corner when I talk to you guys, so there's a lot of reverb that I try to remove, but okay, anyways. Besides this ugly mess, which we will be commenting in the Delano review session later, we're gonna go get a swig of water and we'll return. What if I like I came back from my exams on Thursday and like I say nothing the entire stream? It's just me drawing like just like gore. Just just like I'm super depressed, like everything's wrong in the world. Like for like the next 5 streams I do that, and then one stream I'm like, hey guys, we're back, and just like out of the funk. Anyways, oh geez. Oh, I just realized how intimidating this is. Going to the Hibiscus. I hate saying Hibiscus, but I think that's how it's actually pronounced. Cool beans. Okay, let's see. We'll do... Since there is someone in chat and I kind of use it to... Actually, I won't even be looking at it, so we'll do the full thing. The thing. There we go. Cool. So we got this. We'll set our hour before we forget. Me timestamping this later. Out here. Actually, no, I don't even care enough. I'm just gonna see it, like, whenever I timestamp, I just look for when the timer changes, so I probably got timestamped already. I need to go back to that stream where I said like and subscribe, or smash that like button or smash that subscribe button to see if it actually does it in the thing. Anyways, let me open up PureRef fully. Here we go. So yeah, I actually got the original image that Uncomfy used on some Wikipedia article, so we stole it, we found it. Really crisp. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is crazy sharp. Anyways, God, I love that hot pink. I'm a huge fan of purple. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed. But yeah, anyways, just for funsies, yeah, imagine drawing the texture for that, and we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Anyways, yeah. Ooh, look at these. I don't think he did these in the video, so I'm gonna try to emphasize that. Anyways, so yeah, the whole thing is called the pistil. Sir Uncomfy was correct. Specifically, this part's called the style, the stigma, the ovary, filament, anther, stamen, pollen tube. How are these not pollen? I would expect that to be pollen, but I guess pollen comes out of there. Or yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the pedicel. Oh, I like that. The pedicel. The receptacle. The sepal, ovule, petal. Cool. I'm probably mispronouncing all of this. Sorry guys, I work with computers all day, don't blame me. Oh. I have noise canceling headphones now, or like they're Bluetooth and noise canceling, so I don't know if they're actually at my door talking or just really far away. I'm watching the levels on my mic. I think we're good. Anyways, okay. So yeah, let's actually okay, I'm gonna do a third of my screen. A third of my screen is chat. A third of my screen is the video that Uncomfy did, and a third of my screen is oh wait, I don't want to. How do I undo this? Okay, we'll just do that. It'll be his demos, and since there's no page with it, you kind of have to do it. So we have kind of our line of action for the Hibiscus starting off, and from that, let's get our timer started before I forget. Oh my gosh, too many tabs. Why do I have YouTube open 3 times? Jeez. Let's like this Uncomfy video. It only has 33k views. Wonder what his most viewed videos. Wow, we're really like distracted tonight. You can tell I've been studying all day and I just want to break. Let's see. Videos. Popular. Wow, only less than I expected this like 250 box challenge to be the most popular and have like a million views, but it has 300. I mean, 300K is awesome. And that's the video where I saw his face for the first time. Okay, cool. Or like I think it was less than 0. Anyways, cool beans. So yeah, Rise and I were talking about the other day. So yeah, we have our line of action, and it kind of does like just a simple slight S curve because we go out and then in right here. And then from that, we have the base of our petals, which we draw. You guys can't see this, so just trust me. And then from that base of the petals, we actually have the outer ring of the petals, which they'll all kind of behave with, yeah, I guess. So I think the two most important things of this drawing is that scale. The scale of that stigma, the scale of the pistil. We'll just call it the pistil. We're not going to be nerdy and technically incorrect. And then the actual size of the petals, their radius. So with that being said, trying to gauge it right now. Sorry, there's not much of a visual for you guys to stick to. I'd say we're at a 2/3 to 1 ratio of diameter to pistil. I don't think I would ever have said those words in my life without drawing. So yeah, actually, I'd say the pistil is practically the same size as the diameter. If we look in our reference over here, this just seems... Okay, this is actually a bit longer. He may do it a bit... Actually, it may just seem a bit bigger because he might have just made it bigger. Let's do this. He gave us the construction steps, but we ultimately decide the shape of this. So I say we just draw the pistil and then go from there. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this kind of defines how big everything will be. And so we want to be mindful of the room we want to have afterwards. And yeah, so we're gonna go like this, kind of. And then and his degree is quite large, so we'll continue that. So yeah, I'm gonna end about right here. I like that. That might have been a bit too big. But I like it when it's bigger because it gives me more room to work with. So if it's too big, we can actually just move this up here. This is quite small and a lower degree. His degrees don't totally match. Maybe that's something I just don't know yet, or... Yeah. Also got to keep my phone open, waiting on some important messages, so sorry for the distraction. Cool, so... yeah, intuitively, I know that these degrees should match. Because they're concentric circles. Or coplanar. That makes more sense. They're coplanar and their axes should align in some degree, right? Oh, that's weird. If two circles are coplanar, then their minor axes... I sound like I'm reading off something. I'm just trying to logic through it. If two circles are coplanar, then their minor axes have to be parallel. That doesn't necessarily mean... Their degrees can be different, though. Because if it moves closer, you can see more of it. Actually, no. Because, like, let's say we have... Sorry, you guys don't get to see my... Oh my gosh, there's so much dust. Oh my gosh. I have an issue, guys. Hello, welcome, Lord Phoebus. Hope you're doing well. Oh geez, oh my gosh, there's so much dust everywhere. We're dustaholics. So here's my theory. Okay, I don't know how I already smeared that, but that happened. Very poorly drawn ellipse. Cool. So you're gonna have to go to my camera so I can see what I'm doing. So coplanar, right? That means we have our minor axis, and everything else on the same plane has to have a parallel minor axis. So if it... Oh wait, what if it does... Oh wait, no, minor axis... I don't know. We're just gonna draw the dang circle. Okay, let's get to it. So yeah, quite small. Do about this. Let me look at the actual reference rather than just guess. Yep, I'm gonna say these share the same degree. And minor axis. Their minor axes are parallel. Okay, not the best, but we'll survive. Okay, that was really tilted. Trying to be mindful of our ratio here. I cut it too close to the page once again. Oh, okay, you know what? Cool. Okay, guys, so we're getting started. I just realized there's something I want to do differently on this one as well, so we're just gonna ignore that. That's my one. That's my one. I get a free pass because I'm Kavel and I'm a streamer and I'm awesome. Anyways, so we have our pistol. So height up here doesn't matter, so we can end, I say, right here. So perfect. Okay, I think that gave us perfect. Okay, perfect. We're done. That's good. Okay, so now this actually bisects this a bit because it's in it. That's okay. We've done better, but I always just get nervous when it comes to these things. Cool. And now we have our very large ellipse, which is going to be a bit scary. We're only going to do 2 passes, because doing more than that will make it look really scuffed. Okay, we're a bit tilted, but I think we're fine. And scale-wise, I think we're also doing quite well. Okay, so now we need to determine the direction of our leaves. So we have this one jumping quite a bit out towards us and to the side. So if we start from right here, it's gonna just go a bit like this. Nothing too crazy, I think. Here's my problem with lesson 3. Like, this I can understand, I see where it lands and I'm happy with this. But I don't want to draw it from any other angle because then it's really hard to see and convince myself. So we're gonna kind of draw towards myself. We're gonna sin a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit, guys. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna make this one just come towards us. I think that's fine. We're gonna do the little arrows out of respect for uncomfy. Okay, so this one's quite to the side. Oh, that should have gone to the center. So we're gonna do that. No one will know. Cool. So this one goes quite a bit out to the side. It has a cool twist to it, so we're gonna go about right here. And it has a pretty decent dip to it, so we're gonna go whee. Nice, very confident, good. Okay, we have 5 of these petals, and I feel like we haven't evenly spaced them totally. So this one, we're doing this kind of out of order compared to his video. This one goes really far out and up, so we're gonna try that. Perfect. And then this one's gonna go right there, and this one's gonna land right there. So, this one's a bit low, but like he said in the video, we don't wanna just win the battle, we want to win the war. So if we're gonna lay down all this construction, let's at least keep a bit true to it. So if this one is a bit lower, it goes a bit like that. About right there. So it's not as as big, I guess. I don't know. And this one is really high, so it goes like that. So this one, he made it go underneath, and it does really bend. So we'll do the same. Cool. Very nice. So, looks a bit misshapen, but it'll be fine. So now we get to the part where we actually add the petals. I cannot see any of my OBS. I hope everything is going okay. Is my mic even on? Okay, it is on. Cool. This is the, I don't have my laptop monitor anymore, so yeah. Cut to that point in the video. So yeah, he says do all these in one stroke, which is scary, but we'll do our best. So yeah, remember, we're not trying to capture the entire form. We just want a general shape. So yeah, I made that joke, I think, at least for the past 5 streams. So this one goes out. Has a very round front. And then it kind of cups inwards too. So out, cups inwards. Out, cups inwards. Out, round, cups inwards. Out, round. Needs to go further this way before it turns. So out, round, cups inwards. Out, round, cups inwards. A bit thin, but I think that's okay. And plus this one hops over that one and actually has quite a bit of room, so cool. So yeah, we have this one underneath, and I'm looking at the one in the tiny part of the video instead of looking at my giant, very crisp reference. So yeah, this one's a bit tough to see at first because it goes out and then in, and then dips down a bit. So this thing is going right here. So we're going out, and right here it turns. So right here we want a bit of a visible turn so we can emphasize, hey, this is where the front is. And then it goes back in. It's more of a 90 degree. It doesn't go twist. It just goes 90 degree. Cool. So let's try to do that. So this stop 90 degree in. Oh, this stop 90 degree in. This stop 90 degree in. Sorry for that's annoying. It helps me though. This stop 90 degree in. Not the best, but I think that's fine. Okay, this one goes out. And oh man, I kind of wish I made this one go out and down. I copied the video too much. So yeah, intuitively, we can now just make this one go. It's gonna jump right here. So jump around in. So jump around in. Jump around in. Jump around in. Nice. This one's fun. We get to use our little infinity tactic that we talked about earlier. We're gonna go out. We're gonna jump out. This infinity swirl in. This jump infinity swirl in. How big should that infinity swirl be? Not huge, but just enough. So this. So this. So that was a bit too far down. We didn't totally obey the arrow, but I think that's fine. We're going to add a bit of a bump to this. I like the curvy nature of these plants. Very, very nice. Loving it so far. Very pretty. Okay, make sure everything is good with the... Oh, I'm just scared. I'm paranoid. Okay, everything looks good stream-wise. Camera's focused. Quite a few people in chat. Once again, just thank you guys for appearing here. Channel's seen a random just spike in subscribers and views, so I'm very, very appreciative. And of course, if you guys are part of the Drawbox community, don't feel afraid to at me at either Kavel or CIPPHY, either one. I really need to like finalize the Kavel Discord profile, so like people can message that, so I can like separate personal and all that accounts. We're gonna take a quick water break and then get right back into it. Wow, 15 minutes. Jeez, these are going by weirdly fast. I don't want to jinx it. Anyways, we'll spend some extra time texturing. Actually, I was thinking to myself before stream, I was like, I really don't want to I over-texture a lot. I over-ink, which it will become my style. I really like stark black. Either... Okay, wait, we're not messing this up. What's the art style? Oh, what's the artist? What's the manga? Oh my god. It's one of my favorite art styles for like realism. Or like... It's not hyper-realism, it's more like a stylized... Oh, jeez, what is it? Here, wait, give me a second, guys. I really want to find this. This is not helpful. I just looked up manga with samurai. That's... Oh, here... Oh, wow. Perfect. Vagabond and like JJK, I love how they express so much with just 2 tones. It's amazing. I love all of it. I wouldn't say Vagabond. I want Vagabond to be my art style. It's a bit too realistic. I like cartoony, thick outlines, but I love the use of cast shadows in both of those. And Yeah, so I think good cast shadows. I really want to master good cast shadows. I may not even go for color most of the time. Just knowing cast shadows will make me very happy. It's more of an expression of me rather than a fear of doing color. Anyways, we have our last petal, and this one looks really fun because we go out, around, and then in. We curve inwards, and we almost dodge the petal underneath. So what would that look like? It's going to look really thin right here, and then we need to... Oh! My gosh. This is the wrong pen, guys. Oh my gosh. We almost completely ruined this. Talk about mindfulness. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, oh, that was scary. We're gonna go over here. We have a bit of a sharp turn. We go around, and then we go sharp turn again, and then up and in. So out, sharp turn, in. Out, sharp turn, in. Cool. Out, sharp turn, in. Okay, a bit too sharp right there, and we didn't totally obey this. But we can actually do some fun stuff with the texture right there, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, yikes, whatever. Cool. So now we, oh, geez, guys, we have to do the pistol. Dang it. I completely forgot about this part. Jeez, I'm not excited. Okay, let's get to it. We'll try our best. So yeah, we just do the pistol. As easy as that, right? I really like the stark contrast with how skinny this is, how tiny, so I want to replicate that here. Oh, this is a bit hard to see, but I see it. And what is it going to do? I want right here, so we're going to see a lot of it, higher degree right here, very small degree right here, and then very large degree, same degree as these down here, so. This is the moment of truth. Oh, geez, okay. So I want it to be quite small. That might even be a bit too big. Who knows? So yeah, I want the viewing angle to be like on par with the viewer, about like right here, very small. So this. Remember from the mushroom video, we don't want to do too many of these ellipses. He does about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm happy with 5, so we'll see what we can fit here. Maybe time will tell a different story, but... Good. Very, very good. Decrease the degree right here by quite a bit. Very, very good. Okay. Really decrease the degree right here. We practically just want a line. Very, very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that there's a hard limit or anything. So now we can increase the degree. Just a tiny bit. Don't want to do it too much. Perfect. Now, we're actually going to end the pistol a bit early because I want room for those cool little buds on the top. Looks like something out of No Man's Sky. Because it is, actually. Looks like, what is it? The phosphorus, I believe? Earlier, No Man's Sky was a very important resource for getting your ship off the ground, I think. Or is it oxygen? I think I'm thinking of oxygen because red. That would make sense. Anyways, we're going to do a pretty big degree up here. Good stuff. Oh man, that turned out really well. Now for the scary part. And just because I'm curious and we have a bit of extra time tonight, let's No Man's Sky. Oh, and phosphorus I think are like the crystals coming out of the ground. Oxygen plant. Man, I love No Man's Sky. I said it before on streams multiple times, but I loved it before it was good, quote unquote. Yeah, here we go. Oxygen rich plant. Oh, did they change the model for it? Because this looks normal, and this is the only image I can find of it. It's quite rare. Anyways, this. Very, very pixelated image. But yeah, of the same type. Shout out to No Man's Sky. Would I want to work for Hello Games? No. Actually, that sounds mean. Of course I'd want to work for them. They seem like a cool company. Actually, they did get acquired by Sony. Ooh. And we all know how that story goes. Anyways. Enough doom posting about video game companies. Let's get to it. Okay, scary part where we mess up the most. That means we have the most to improve from, and we'll try our best. So the best angle of attack would probably just be this. It's out and away from me, so I like it. We're set up for some success here. Remember to relax yourselves. I feel like a goofball telling you guys this, but I'm actually getting a chair height extender. Not only because I'm shorter, but like, oh my gosh, going from my desk that's like a proper good height, like an average desk, the ones in my apartment, a bit excessive. Like, it's not, you don't get that 90-degree angle. I'm at like probably like an 80 to 75-degree angle, and that much just, I loved working with like a very low approach, like just resting my arms instead of kind of like raising it a tiny bit. I don't know why it made such a huge difference in how I felt, but it did. So okay, that curved a bit in, so that's going to be a poor line, but that's okay. Okay, we kind of hit that one, so we can mess up as much as we want with that one. So, win-lose. This one I'm going to try to curve the entire thing that direction, just to try to help ourselves out. Oh, brilliant. Okay, we went a bit too much out right there, but I think we did. Wow, a really good job right there. Awesome stuff. I forgot I was drawing there for a second. Okay, both of these kind of taper to the right, so we can make use of that. The pistol is definitely much larger than I intended. I had a feeling that would happen, but at least we fought against it. Okay, overshot it, but at the same time we did a really decent job, so we're doing okay. Okay, a bit of that chicken scratch right there. Actually, not even chicken scratch, just that. And what we can actually do is we can abuse the fact that we're going to make this line darker to separate it from the plant. So, yeah. Once again, amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. We've done great. Wonderful. Okay. Bit poor right there, but I'd say pretty good. Oops. There's my major whoopsie. But it's okay. I think we did well. Yep. Whoops. Other than that, though, I think we did a good job. I lost focus right there for sure. I definitely felt it. I was thinking of, I'm not lying when I tell you guys this, I was thinking of drawing grackles. I can't wait for lesson 5 so I can draw all birds. My favorite bird is the grackle. Actually, crows, grackles. Because they're very, like, similar. Obviously, crows are much smarter. I love grackles a lot, too, though, because, like, they're a lot more common where I live than crows, even though crows are everywhere. Just they're a lot more common, right? Hundreds, thousands of them. And I love the little noises that they make. They sound so goofy. I love those birds. Anyways, also, we kind of really did a really good job being mindful of our degrees, because this, to me, even though if you squint your eyes, it kind of changes. It looks like it's pointing away. That's what I wanted. It is a bit too close to the top of the page, but meh. And so now I think he did the pollen. Let's go to the anthers, the stamens. Did the stamens of the plant. And then the little top, is that the stigma? I guess it's the stigma. So we're going to be a bit stigmatized. Stigmatize our plant. And then after that, it was kind of up to texture. Very cool, very cool. So we're kind of in the home stretch now. Not that texture will be easy. Let's not let our hubris destroy us in that regard, but let's do these. Very, very cool. And yeah, this kind of transforms. I don't think we have enough room to do that properly, and it's a bit too thick. If it was thinner, then yes, we definitely would. So yeah, whoopsies. But yeah, I think I looked at his reference too much when deciding the degree of this. At least I had consistency and I had some pretty good line work along the way. Anyways, let's stop coping. Let's try drawing these in perspective. What if I did tiny? So yeah, I was about to say, oh, I feel too confused to do this. Let's do some construction lines. We'll have, it looks like there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stigma. So I'll have one stigma going like this. Okay, that didn't. There we go. We'll have one going out and down like this. We'll have one stigma kind of going like this, I guess. This one underneath them. And then one more, I feel like to the side, just like right there. Cool. And now what I'm going to do, this may be over constructing it a bit. I kind of want to do tiny degrees. We won't. That's a bit too extra. I think we'll end up regretting that. We'll definitely make these a lot larger, though, to emphasize that. Actually, oops. Okay, kind of messed up that line right there, but we could probably make it work a bit. Oopsies. Fun. Okay, I kind of had fun with that. Gives it some good form. Now we could just do the, oh wait, no. Were the whole things called the stigma? Or are these top ones? That was just this. Oh wait, no, these are the stigma, these are the stamens. Stamens and stigma. Cool, okay. And this goes about to maybe half the length, so we'll probably stop doing the stamens about there. And one part that to remember is they kind of like calm down right here, but they really pop out over here. There's quite a few of them. We won't do that many, of course. But yeah, so let's get started with... They really pop out. Some are just like straight out that. A little confetti. I'm gonna kind of use them to cover this area up a bit. We're going to start decreasing them at this point because we're near that halfway point that we talked about. I say as I don't decrease them. Cool, okay. So we leave it there, and okay, that was not a pun intended, but the pun was there. So yeah, now we get to do the leaves, the scariest part, other than the pistol. Yes, pistol. Not only because of the really cool slides and like little cuts in the leaves. I don't know what to call those. Is there a anatomical name for that? No, just, and those are petals, not whatever. Okay. But yeah, so we have these really, really neat. They're round. They're kind of contrary to what Uncomfy did. These are like very just in, round, in, almost parallel lines. He did more like I wouldn't even say palm. Yeah, not palms. Like elephant's ear. That's more of the one he did in the video. He made them really long, and yeah, that's true right here. But like these, just round. So we're gonna try to go for that. He started by doing these contour lines, and so I think we'll do the same. And so not to copy the reference too much, the actual reference, not his. We have a couple going through here, so I want to make this one kind of curve, not just bounce over, but kind of curve with the form as well. So a bit like that. And we'll have another one kind of following that. This one still kind of following. It's a bit more parallel now. There's actually quite a few more before we get to that center line. So maybe we can implement something like that. I don't know. These can just kind of help us flesh everything out. Because now we have... I'm gonna get Ultra Kill soon. Do you recommend it? Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if you'd like it. I don't know totally. I mean, I have a general idea for the games. Yeah, give it a try. It's definitely not for everybody in the sense that some people just don't like the guguda. If you like the gugudas, like the Dooms, even Quake a tiny bit, then I'm sure you'll love Ultra Kill. But yeah, it's very fun. It's a very fun game. It's weird because like you're gonna suck at it at first, and then you learn the tech, and the tech is so smooth, so fun, and like the devs support the tech. So you know if it's even like a glitch, like the I'm pretty sure the shotgun parry started off as that, and then the jump storage definitely started off as that. And yes, so and plus since you like were really good at Pizza Tower and other tech like that, I think you'll definitely enjoy Ultra Kill in that sense. Yeah, awesome. Glad to hear. Let's see. So this one, we're gonna start right here because it has a bit of this, and then it goes in, and then it has a kind of curved outer piece. We want be a bit more straight. This is a bit too curved, ironically, for nature. Yeah, that's a bit too much. We want to give folds here. We don't want to make it too wavy. We kind of did, but that's okay. That was definitely a bit too much of that. What we can do, we can't do much. Huge, yeah. And hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's I'm always very timid about recommending people games. Like when they actually consider game, like I'll send my recommendations to the moon when it comes to stuff like God of War. But when people actually buy it, I don't want them to be disappointed if, like, for some odd reason they are. So like I don't want to overhype it, even though I've definitely probably overhyped it. Many of the games I've recommended because I just love them so much. I don't like these lines that I did, but we're going to stick with doing them to be consistent. Cool, cool. We have some of these cool little side pedals here. And they kind of go out and then in. This one goes down and then has a nice curve to it. So what we're going to do is actually kind of this and then go around it. Oh, need to move my reference. I think we're getting more and more in the hang of it. Kind of wish we did start with that leaf to like, that's the one you see. These are, I think, are more accurate, and we're copying a bit. So let's just try to get the idea of it right here. But I think we're doing a pretty good job. Right here, we have this cool like little indent part to it. Very cool. Yeah, I think these were a bit better. These are a bit too smooth for my liking. And adding more ink to that won't fix it, as we've learned many a time. This one, oh, I'm gonna do the right one because we have a lot of opportunity here to do some cool like wave work. So yeah, I'm gonna start from right here actually and then go back. So we're gonna go up. And so here's the part where we kind of use our understanding. We have this part which goes up and then over. And then we're gonna kind of see the underbelly of these. So we're gonna see like this and that. We could add some cool cast shadows to that. And this one, so yeah, we get a cool, I really appreciate the side profile. It's very nice. We have this kind of pinch right here. Like that. We'll add some like extra shadows underneath. We'll kind of do that right now because it's not that difficult to say, hey, there's a part underneath this. It's kind of like raised. And we can kind of continue those raised little forms here. I'm just adding some extra oomph to that. And then we get to these like curled parts over here. So we want to emphasize that those are curled. Just a lot's going on generally. We'll start from the other end now. It's kind of easy to get lost with the lines here, but we're back at it. Knock on wood. Kind of cut in there right there, but that's fine. We go in. Being a bit bumpy purposely with this. There is like a raised part right here, so what we could do is we could actually go like that. That turned out quite well on accident. Cool. We have the back one where we don't really get much of an opportunity to say, hey, this is bending over, but what we can do is we can add a bit to the sides right here. Like that. And then continue it right here. Can have this curled portion right there. And then we have these just kind of bumps from the ridges of the leaf, valleys a bit, and then it kind of flares up right here. And then goes down, so we'll kind of follow that. Cool. Oh, we forgot to do our little Those aren't the best. That's okay. Cool. Yeah, these kind of failed, but who cares? I hope they won't see it. We'll cover it with the texture or something. Who knows? And so for this last one over here, in the real world, you can see much of it, so we get some creative liberty here. So I'm going to add one of our underneath things right there. Cool. And we're going to go in a tiny bit, out. We're going to have a curl here, but you only see the top of that, and then an in. And then another curl right next to that. Cool. And then yeah, kind of continue it out with typical until we get right here. And yeah, perfect. Very, very nice. Okay, now we just get to the texturing part. Even though that was technically texturing, we'll continue forward. I don't think he textures most of it. He just does a tiny bit of cast shadows in there and talks about them. So we get some fun stuff to do here. So instantly, we're going to set our little regions that we had initially underneath. I will do a bit of this to kind of emphasize that. But these right here, all black. Cool. We won't really have any over here. Maybe I'll thicken that up a bit. We'll say this overlaps this. So we'll do a bit of a, we'll kind of look at our form for this. Hey, thank you very much. Trying our best here. Oh, I should have made this curve a bit more upwards, shouldn't I? I copied the video too much in that respect. I mean, not even, I just did a poor job. Maybe what we can do, I have an idea, guys, is we make this rise up. Plants rise up, plant lovers rise up. Okay, cool. And then we go like this. And it has a bit of a cut right here, and goes in. And what we can do now, even though it isn't the best looking, is that becomes our cast shadow. Cool. A bit like that. So even though the form isn't the best or greatly drawn, because this should have probably cut down like that, now we can kind of hide it with cast shadow, and hopefully it won't be too blazingly obvious that we didn't do too well right there. I'm going to add more bumpiness right here. Cool. And then we can emphasize these valleys not only with texture itself, but like giant cast shadows. So you have this part that goes in, and then you have just like these little nubs, I guess, I don't know, to indicate that, like, I guess they should be a bit sharper than I've made them. Like that. That there's shadow right there, and this will actually go a tiny bit more like that. I think we've overdone it a bit, but I think we're going to be fine here. And so kind of go like that with them. And this whole region right here is going to be taken out by cast shadow. I know it's dramatic, but I want to do it. We're going to commit to it. And so yeah, now we can have some shadows right here. Like that, perfect. Add some right here. I'm gonna crosshatch these for now just to be like, hey, I want to shade this in. Don't forget about me. Hopefully we will not. And the cast shadows will start appearing kind of on that side of it. It's going to be a lot of ink. It's going to look really tough, but we'll try our best. And then, yeah, we get to do the veins now. So we'll kind of do this as we did the leaf. So you have these major veins here. Looks more like a shell than a leaf. Or a petal, I should say, but... And then they have these light veins from it, so we'll try to reasonably. This is the first one, so we always do kind of flesh it out as we go along. And my pen is... I'm starting to feel it die a tiny bit, not to the point where it's like an issue, but I'm starting to feel it's just a bit harder to lay down these textures, so... In fact, I'm gonna switch out pens. It's much better. So yeah, a lot of these flakier ones we'll try to fix up. I almost want to look at my previous leaf texture just for a reference, but we need to expand our visual library, and what a better way to do that than repetition. Okay, let's add in these darker cast shadows that we're probably going to regret. Yeah, I said I wouldn't over ink this, and look at me now. In fact, this is a moment for a big brush pen, which I haven't used in a while, so we'll see if there's any ink still inking in it. Ah, there very much is. Wonderful. Cool. Don't know. Okay, we'll leave the rest of the smaller brush pen, and then we'll work even smaller with the normal fine liner. Yeah, I think I overdid it with those vein lines, so we'll see. Yeah, those underneath construction lines do upset me a bit. It makes it look like a clam. Guys, I promise it's not a clam. Okay, so this is a bit extravagant, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to thicken these lines up right here. I'm also going to try to tame those little white lines that appear every so often. It was a critique on my lesson 2 to make my lines thicker. Don't just leave them as lines, make them a bit more dynamic, have fun with them. So we'll do the same here. So I'm just trying to get rid of these strays at this point and recover. Oh, I'm over inking. I can tell already I'm not happy with it, but we're going to continue. Yeah, I'm not too happy with how I've been texturing this so far. But all we can do is March 4th, so. I'm gonna start smearing ink soon. No. I'm not happy with it too far, but we'll make it work, huh? Cool. Not happy with it, but we'll survive. Okay, let's add this cast shadow, which isn't going to be too visible, but I'm just going to do it like this and kind of blend it in with that existing one, because that edge is just looking a bit rough. I've treated it poorly. We're also going to get up here wall before we forget. Of course, the glare from my light isn't helping, but that's only an excuse we can make too many times. See, that looks good. So yeah, we're gonna kind of fill in the gap between these two. So this one kind of has the different, these are form shadows, not necessarily cast shadows, so I probably shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, this one has the light coming from that direction, but I think I want the darkness to be spilling out, so kind of invert this. So we have our major lines, right? So these to be U-shaped. Like that, perfect. So I'm adding a bit more dimension to this cast shadow. I'm actually gonna start by filling that in first, just so I can see what, you know, like kind of gauge what I should do with the rest of the ink once I do put it down. I said this last stream, but I do want to get a fountain pen soon. My 50% and such. Cool. Let's go at it with our smaller brush now. Now time for our fine layer. Perfect. Add a bit more of a U shape right there. Now we can continue these down a bit. We can't forget that veins, they aren't just up and down. They have these little valleys, which I kind of failed to do over here, but now I'm at the point where, like, if I add them, it'd be a bit too much chaos. So I have to be mindful. I mean, I could hit over here, but it's already so crowded. Eh. I'm gonna start adding little shadows on these edges too. We could add like little... Yikes. Why do I have to like start with this leaf? Because I feel like I do it better on every other leaf than the first one. Just gonna reinforce this line work, which does end up over inking, but I'd rather have too much ink than this mess. These unconfident and kind of broken up lines. There's purposely broken up, like these smaller ones that go like this, and then stuff like that, but this does not behave in such a way. Yeah, these like are just too spindly for my liking. Cool. Okay. What are we? Oh my gosh, we only have a minute left. Time flew. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we'll have to finish a lot of this tomorrow. In fact, I say we leave it off here. We have 3 more leaves remaining and a bit of the stem. So we'll do our Delano review session of the day and then call it that. Wow, perfect timing. Time flies. Textures take up time. Okay, so we kind of repaired this one actually, and kind of looking at it as an overview. Definitely a lot of shadows, but I'm okay with that. Even though we said we wouldn't do it at the beginning. So we start off the stream today with a mediocre warm-up at best. Great box. Just when we started yapping, these lines kind of began to falter. Going slower on branches is better. I'm gonna make sure I write that down in my notes. I talked about them earlier. We're gonna start taking notes. Slower is better to connect the lines. Don't speed off for the paper. Maintain control with a confident line. And be mindful of where you pick the pin up. That's what I'll say. Cool. And watch, I could not like read that on a script. I suck at reading scripts. I'm not sure if I brought that up anyways. So yeah, good warm up though, overall. We definitely identified the things we need to work on, so that's the sign of a good workup. And then we made an early attempt, which we didn't like, so that's going to become the warm-up sheet for tomorrow. Yeah, overall, this I really like. I don't like the little like crab or like clam lines right there. And we definitely probably over-inked it right here, and we came to the conclusion that solid, more purposeful lines right here is much better. We want confidence and kind of thickness, not these like splintered, kind of gross, almost smeared lines. We don't want that. So no white spaces in between your lines, basically. Those will remain kind of on this one. And the fact that just like your first one is kind of always the worst, I guess, in this case. Trying to smooth everything out. Or at least that's the style I'm going for. I'm not sure if it counts as style or that's the correct way to draw it. But yeah, other than that, did really well like right here. Could probably add a tiny bit more shadow right there. We have a lot of good opportunity with this, but sadly, and this ends the Delano review session, is that we will not be streaming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday this week. So the 18th, the 19th, or the 20th. I have 2 exams and a quiz, so we need as much time as humanly possible, which I really wanted to draw. I'm liking Lesson 3 a lot, but it also kind of helps because I don't want to like mix my exam anxiety with doing this, because I don't want to associate the work for Drawbox with that stuff. But yeah, so looks like Peeves fell asleep and my YouTube chat is not working. Interesting. Anyways, So yeah, I think that's everything for today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comments or at me on the Drawbox Discord at CIPPHY. I'd love to see your work also. So if you've worked on anything and you'd like to show it off, Drawbox is a great place for that because there's anti-critique channels and stuff like that. So thank you guys very much for joining me. We'll not be streaming for the next 3 days. I'll probably make a post. And yeah, with that being said, I can't wait to see you guys on what? Thursday? Oh my gosh. Alrighty, bye for now.